So, I should have. I forgot to watch a Merton video before this so I could get his accent back. Right, slightly French Merton it will be once again. So you guys have been gathered at the take. Gwyneth and Silver and Aleve. Did you go to the Feywilds? I can't remember.
I did not.
You did not. Okay, I thought you might.
No, it was. Who was it? It was Locks and me, John.
A bunch
Silver.
of people who were not Aleve.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Gwyneth and Silver, you kind of know a little bit about this. During your time in the Feywilds, you had to make a deal with this strange water elemental creature who was hanging out in a bathhouse.
Giant toad.
Yeah, it was like a big giant toad catfish thing. In order for him to stop supporting the River King, who's an asshole, and start supporting the Snow Queen, who's a bitch, he asked that one day the take would do a favor for him, and that you guys would, make sure that favor came true. And if it didn't, he would stop his support for the Snow Queen, and it would probably cause like eternal winter or something. So you don't want that. So Merchant has gathered you, and he's like, "Let me see if I can do this. Thank you. Come again. Yes, it's good to see you all again. Come forwards, please." Oh, yes, there we go, Albert. So it appears as if this is a little strange. There hasn't been any direct payment put down for this, but Osisa has told me to put the quest forward anyway, and I've got people coming in. Basically, as I understand it, you have some form of earth elemental to slay. It's quite far away, so the person who has put forward the contract has offered to teleport you both there and back again, which is most generous. Yes, especially since he's not paying, cheap bastard.
No, we kind of owe him. It's a long story, Fae bullshit and all that crap.
Ugh, Fae bullshit. I have no time for that. Right. What I want you to do then is go there, do this contract, get it over with, but keep an eye out for any way you can get yourselves a little cash. We try and not do things for free. Hopefully there will be something valuable in this earth elemental or in the area around. I don't really know much more than that.
Valuable, you say?
Well, I'm saying hopefully. You might have some gems or something. Still, basically, if it's not nailed down, it's yours.
Lovely.
And, unless it actually belongs to, like, a nice humanoid person who doesn't deserve to be stolen from.
No.
We're not thieves here, and we're not that sort. We try not to be. Anyway, the teleportation is a little strange. I don't think it is our traditional forms of teleportation, but then it doesn't seem like a traditional contract giver. You need to go and stand in the fountain. Once you're all standing in there, apparently the teleportation will take place.
Is the fountain a teleportation circle?
No, it is not. We have
sure?
checked that very specifically.
I'm gonna go inspect to see if the fountain is a teleportation circle.
Oh, I mean, that's fine. We have better experts than you, but it's okay. Don't trust Merton. No, it doesn't seem to be a teleportation circle. You would know, everyone knows there are no teleportation circles within Vasselheim. They're quite strict on that.
Maybe that's a lie.
Maybe there's like a hidden one somewhere. In fact, there was briefly a teleportation thing inside the fountain, but it led to a lot of trouble.
That's an understatement.
Blue dragon trouble. Right, yes, everyone, if you could please head and get into the teleportation. Oh, before you go, Valhina, I don't have any death ward pies for you, but I do have a greater healing pie. So if you hang on to that, that might help you out.
I'm very grateful. Thank you, Merton.
You're very welcome. I know you're not quite as experienced as some of the others here.
Do you know if we'll be heading into a cave, or is it just almost an arena? Do you know anything about that?
Not particularly. I just know that he's going to take you there and take you back. If it is an earth elemental, I would expect a cave would be quite likely.
Okay, then I'll leave Percy here. Bye, Percy!
No. I wish to join in the battle.
Master, why? Master!
I shall go on the hunt, and it flies off into the sky. Alright, so you're gathering around this fountain.
Well, I'll go first. Lead the way and all that.
Splash, splash, splash. Splashing. Kind of goes up to like your about your waist. A couple of people give you a funny look.
Oh, this is deeper than I expected.
You feel some crabs like scuttling around your feet.
Wait, there's crabs in the fountain?
No, Albert just has crabs.
Albert has crabs.
There are actually a surprisingly large colony of crabs that live in the fountain. You can one of them looks up at you and like clicks its claws at you. Does anybody understand? Does anybody understand like Morse code or thieves' cant?
I know thieves' cant.
So do I.
All right, so there's kind of a similarity between the two. In thieves' cant, that you recognize the crabs are clacking away at you. Hail Yog.
That's not slightly disturbing, is it?
No.
And then you see her walk out, grab one of the crabs, and bring it in for cooking later. But the crabs are on your side, damn it!
They understand the honor of being eaten by the great high priest. So all of you apart from one is inside the water.
I will add crab language to this.
Right, you splash in, splash. And once Val jumps in, how do I say your name there? Val Hanin?
No, it's just Val.
Val. Alright, once
to
Val...
save it just as Val to make it easy.
Once Val jumps in, you kind of... As soon as your feet like hit the bottom of the water seems to like drop away, and all of you fall, like, over your heads into the water. It's a splash.
Oh dear.
You look up to see like where the sunlight should be, but there isn't. There's no like sun breaking through the water above you. Instead, you're just surrounded on all sides by endless ocean, going off in all directions. You sort of look around. There's like light, but it's like a dim kind of light from everywhere instead of just like a point from one point. And you become like vaguely aware. And you become like vaguely aware of cyclopean like creatures, massive things swimming in the water around you. Sort of look around. You're all holding your breath because you just cannot breathe because there's no air. And you notice like a figure floating nearby. And in your mind, you hear a voice go, "There is a Tao. He's staying in the nearby. He's taken over a nearby mine. I'm going to drop you off in a village nearby. Find directions to the mine. Go there and kill the Tao for me. And our bargain is complete. Nod if you understand."
Not enthusiastically.
Furious nodding. I imagine especially from a leave, because I don't know how you feel about being completely submerged in water, being a fire genasi.
It's fine. It's like I'm elemental or anything.
That's true.
My hair pretty goes a bit funny. I run balls while I'm underwater.
All right, and then you
can I use Claudia's telepathy to ask her questions back?
You could try, but I think as soon as everyone nods, there's like a rush as like the world falls out from underneath you, and you and a bunch of water.
I just wanted to know what a Tao is.
Oh, I don't think he gives you a chance. He just like very well and drops you off.
What is a Tao, though?
I don't know.
That's what she said. She said there was a Tao.
Yeah.
Does anybody know what
I think the idea is we'll find out as we go.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like something that we were supposed to know.
No. He has said it, but it doesn't mean you specifically know. Unless one of you wants to make like a particular check to know what a Tao is.
Don't give me that shit. You do the same thing at 3 o'clock.
That's good.
Okay, so you all fall like through the air with a whole bunch of water and land with a heavy splash in the middle of what looks like a small hamlet or town. All the villagers who are kind of going about their business and nearby market stalls and stuff like stop and look in your direction and gasp, like, "Ah!" And if you like stagger backwards as like water spills out all around you.
Are they humans?
Yeah, they're mostly humans. You maybe see a halfling or two. You could also
I'm just trying to depict if we're in the Feywild or in the actual normal world.
It looks like the normal world. It doesn't have that like too perfect look of the Feywilds.
No, okay.
You look like you're somewhere in the material plane, although The architecture does not scream Vasselheim at all. You also notice nearby there's like another fountain, kind of in the middle of this town. Although you didn't land in it, you just landed on the ground in a heavy heap, making a muddy patch. And yeah, that's where you find yourself, in the middle of this small hamlet surrounded by startled villagers, kind of watching you.
That hurt. What the heck? First she makes us drown, then she makes us drop from like 10 feet.
I wave at the villagers while wringing water out of the gaps in my armor.
Yeah, it's like slowly. It's like when you pull like a sunken ship or something out of the water. Just water's pouring out of all the different parts of your armor very slowly.
Silver, she just takes Claudia and she kind of like rinses her like a cloth, and like water drips out. And Claudia's like, "Ugh."
Yeah, like her little wings flutter and try and dry themselves off so she can fly better.
Damn it.
Very well.
I get a cloth and I start drying her gentle.
I sit there and magically dry myself, bit by bit.
So, I guess I'll go and ask the villagers about the drow in the mines that we're supposed to fight.
Dow.
Was it the drow?
Ow.
No, it was not drow, it was Dow.
We don't want to startle them. Mayhaps we go to the tavern, try and dry off there, and ask a few questions, potentially. 'Cause there's always a tavern in a village.
Yeah, naturally nearby there
think-
is in fact a tavern. You can see what looks like a cleric, a barbarian, a ranger, and a spellcaster sitting outside, discussing their low-level adventurers. They only look about level 2, so they're off on their own thing.
Do you say this might be elemental related? I might have a crack at trying to figure out what
Yes. I mean, it's a war elemental who set you this quest. You could maybe roll a history or arcana check.
Definitely arcana then.
Can I make one as well?
Sure. 18, you would know what a Dao is. 17, you'd kind of know as well. Vaguely. A Dao, you've heard of genies. Genies being wish-giving spirits. A lot of people see them. But what they actually are is genies are the jinn, who are the jinn of air. A Dao is kind of like a genie, but an earth genie. It's connected to the earth elemental plane.
I know the ones.
They're kind of, you would know that.
Nice.
So they're magical beings of earth. Quite.
And you didn't let them come. How mean of you.
I'll probably look to
so are we
put out
going
the thought of dealing with elementals and shit like that.
Are there any street signs that say, mine this way?
Nothing that obvious, no.
Damn it.
I thought
Is
we
there
were
some,
going
like,
to be
surrounded by
in
mountains
first,
or
though.
anything?
So what were you saying there, Gwyneth?
I was just saying I thought we were heading to an inn.
Yeah, you could head there if you wanted to.
Is the city like surrounded by mountains, or what is the layout?
Looking around, it looks like mostly farmland. It's hard to tell because there's kind of buildings around you right now. You can see a few hills, but there's no like stark mountain range.
Okay, so it's not Switzerland, you guys.
Yeah, you're not in Switzerland, but it's not quite Holland either.
I was gonna say, but it's not quite the Netherlands either, I'm guessing.
Somewhere between.
So we're in Belgium. I see.
Somebody offers you some chocolate and a nice beer.
So we're in Switzerland after all.
Racial
Chocolate!
stereotypes.
I mean, chocolate is a stereotype of Switzerland.
Should we head into the tavern then?
Yes, Val heads off into the tavern and you guys follow. You're getting some weird looks as you go by. You hear someone mutter, "Bloody adventurers." And,
Really? You're looking at us weird and they're just sitting on the terrace and you're not gonna judge them?
They didn't appear in a blast of water in the middle of the town, love.
Oh, wizards. and
You know,
all
it's very
that
rude
crazy
to stare at people.
Oh, I'm sorry. And he looks away. Yeah, you guys all head inside.
As
It's,
we-
You don't going around saying bloody villagers. I mean, they're everywhere. We're everywhere. What does it matter?
it's a nice cozy exterior. There's like two men playing acoustic guitar up on the thing, singing away, and there's a
Two men playing one guitar. It's a very interesting arrangement.
both playing an acoustic guitar each, one of them singing.
Oh, each. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant they were playing the same guitar.
Kind of a short, dumpy, scruffy guy and an even dumpier, bald guy just up there singing away.
What is the music like?
It's good, actually. They got some tan. Not silver good, but pretty good.
It's a yes from me.
And you can also see that the barman's there. He's just a big burly dude, kind of watching the town. Sees you guys slosh water into his establishment. Frowns a little bit.
Sorry about the mess, Ingy. Could we have a round of some alcohol? And I've heard of some word. Apparently, there's something going on at the mine nearby you. Is that true?
Blinks and looks thoughtful for a second and goes, I don't know about going wrong. I heard the blacksmith complaining that they hadn't gotten their supplies in, but only a few days late. It happens sometimes.
What's with the other group out the front there?
Oh, they're just a group of low-level adventurers. I think they're going to clear out some goblins in a few days.
Oh.
Yep, we're a small village, so we have almost constant need for goblin killing. Or kobolds sometimes, but it's mostly goblins in this area.
Where would this area be?
Oh!
Kind of got sent here, and we don't really know where we are.
He tells you it's the area near Amon. The kind of large tracts of farmland that surround Amon on the continent of Taldori.
Okay, because, I don't really know the map.
Yeah, so that basically is a
right?
completely separate continent from Vasselheim. This is akin to him saying if Vasselheim is North America, this is him akin to saying Germany.
Oh, really? I thought we were
Or
also
Australia.
in Taldori. I thought Vasselheim was also in Taldori.
Taldor is the world.
Oh,
No,
really?
the world
The world
is
is Exandra.
Exandra or something, and Taldori is one of the continents. Then Westmount is a continent.
Yeah.
Then Vasselheim is on a separate continent, which name escapes me. So yeah, he basically just tells you half the world from where you started.
I think Taldor is the continent, isn't it?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Taldor is the continent, I think.
Yeah, it's a continent, but Vasselheim's a separate continent.
Yeah, Vasselheim is in...
It's on a completely separate one. Yeah.
Lustria or something. I'm
Lustria,
pretty sure.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Geography.
Right.
Everyone just goes silent in the bar, just looking at one
We're like,
another.
wow, we're in Germany.
So, that alcohol?
Yeah,
I walk
sorry,
over to the two guys playing guitar and I'll do a little dance.
Alright, you do a little dance. Some people dance with you. Do a little dance with you. Yeah, they pour you some pints of frothy ale and push them across. For all of you, I'd say that's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 silver. Actually, 2 or 3 silver, basically. So, next to nothing.
Yeah. Chump change. Can I reverse pickpocket 1 healing potion onto each of the adventurers?
Sure.
I mean, you can just go up to them and say, here, have some free healing potions, and the magic user will probably have identified. You'll be like, oh, these are real.
Where's the fun in that?
Sure, Gwyn, if you sneak around and slip things into the bags of each of your adventuring companions. Shame that they won't be aware they're there during combat to use them, but...
Wait, were you talking about us or the people that were outside?
The low levels outside.
Oh, okay, the low levels. Yeah, you can do that. Roll a sleight of hand check for me.
Just one, or do you want
Just
one for
one,
each person?
one for the group, it's fine.
And I'm rolling to self.
Nice.
Yeah, there's no way. You easily slip each of them a free healing potion. Which, when you're level 2, that means a lot. So mark off 4 healing potions.
Yeah, and I'm also gonna sleight of hand to stick a note to each of their bags saying, look in your bag.
Okay. I mean, it's quite impressive to do, since they're just huddled around a wee table, and you're like, but yeah, you can do that, that's fine. Moving on. Right, so yeah, it tells you they did actually give you information. They told you that the mine hasn't really sent its shipment recently.
What is mined in this mine?
To be honest, it's just some ore, I think, iron and the like. They're a little bit cagey about it up there. It was set up by a out-of-town group. I don't know exactly what they mine most of the time, but they send a little ore our way. for some change. Not as big as some of the other mines nearby, but it's closer, so we get more little shipments in.
They better not be hiding a portal to the Underdark there.
I agree. I would very much dislike a portal to the Underdark being there.
Oh yeah, that's what happened in my city. Damn it, there was a fake mine.
Doesn't yours portal to the Shadowfell or something?
No, it was the Feydark. I said Underdark, but it's Feydark. Yeah. And then Silver like chugs her alcohol and she's like, damn it, I'm done.
You guys planning on visiting that mine? Do you want directions?
Let's be finished with drink first.
Oh, all right.
Directions
I'll
would be
just
nice.
write on this napkin for when you're done. He just writes down
Okay.
the directions to the mine on a napkin. There's any reason not to. So he just scrolls it down, goes back to serving.
Thank you, good sir.
Oh, pleasure.
So, now what?
Well, I think either we go to the mine, or we sit here and drink.
I like the sound of the second option.
Drink for a bit, then let's go to the mine.
Does everyone want to maybe dry off first?
Yes. As well.
Yeah.
You're drying off nicely in the kind of nice warm tavern for a bit. Cool. So as you're kind of sitting around, enjoying a beer, that's pretty nice. You know, this is kind of farming community, so they've got good fresh hops and stuff to make nice beer. Silver.
Yep.
One of the two guys who were playing the music have stopped and have came and kind of like slid up next to you. One of them leans in. He's kind of scruffy, has like a scruffy like little beard, and kind of looks at you and goes, "Are you heading up to the mine?"
I mean, who's asking?
Me. I'm asking.
What's your name?
Michelle and
Oh,
Glue-
I'm sorry.
Lucio.
I am David Brown.
Hi, David. I'm Silver.
Pleasure to meet you, Silver.
All right. So,
Fellas, yay.
This is my friend Jail, and like the bald guy like nods at you,
hi, Jill.
smiles.
So, what do you want to know?
Well, if you're going to the mine, the guys up there are kind of cagey.
I don't know what that means.
It means they're normally they're kind of suspicious. Like they don't come into town to drink or anything. They just stay up there in their little compound. They send one of them comes in with his ore and drops it off, and doesn't speak to anyone, doesn't talk, and just leaves.
They humans?
Yeah, they're human. At least the ones I've seen. It's normally the same, like one of the same two guys who drops the ore off.
And no one questions them?
I mean, people are a little suspicious of them, but they sell their ore cheap, and we don't have any right to go and inspect their compound.
Damn it.
So what I'm hearing is you want me to frame them so you have a reason to inspect the compound. I see.
What? No, we never.
This is my friend
said
Gwyneth, by the way.
anything like that.
This Gwyneth. Gwyneth,
Hello.
this is David. George. Peter?
Hi.
David Brown.
David. Okay, David. I got it right the first time. And that's Jill.
The other guy.
Jill.
Yep, Jill.
Alright. Fair
Well,
enough.
If you're going up there, could you take something along for me?
Depends if it's above my carrying capacity. I mean, I'm just a little bard,
Look, here's the thing. I don't trust them. I think they might be up to no good. So, I've been wanting someone to go up there and have a look around for a while, but I don't want to send you up there unprepared.
Why are you
How
sending
much
us? You're just a
is
bard in a
worth
little tavern.
To you.
Because this is my town, and there's this weird group nearby, and if they're up
Are
to
you
no
the mayor?
Yeah.
Does your town have
What's
a mayor?
it worth to you, though?
I mean, I was going to give you a horn of blasting to protect yourselves. But
Of what?
fine, you could fuck off then. He
No,
looks
I was
huffy.
just asking why you were taking such an interest in getting rid of these guys. Are you the mayor in disguise?
No.
And I point a finger at him and I do a little cheeky smile.
I was worried that they might be dangerous, so I was going to give you something to help protect yourselves.
I mean, help is always appreciated, of course.
I mean,
But
you
is there
don't have
anything
to
we can
take
do
it.
for you in return, or that you expect us to do for you in
Well,
return?
just if there is trouble up there and they are dangerous, just let us know. Or better yet, deal with them. And if you deal with them and they're dangerous, you can even keep this horn a blasting.
I mean, sounds like a plan.
Deal.
Yeah. Now, I'm afraid it's a pretty... He holds up this horn of blasting and see it's kind of chipped. It's like, it's already been used a fair few times, and I think it's only got one more use in it. But it packs a hell of a kick when you use it.
So it's kind of useless if we're going to keep it afterwards, but okay.
Yeah, but it might help you protect you in there. There's a big group.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And he holds out this like strange kind of like dark horn to you.
Oh god, I just looked at the
Thank you.
what it does if it destroys itself. Oh god.
Should I try it, guys? And she like puts it to her mouth. She's like, I think I should try it.
I mean, it would probably
no,
kill
no.
everybody in this inn, and then it would probably not work again because it's not got much magic left in it. But it's pretty powerful.
Great, thank you.
I also don't really want it in the town anymore because I'm always worried I'm accidentally going to use it because I get bored, then I'll blow over my house.
I like this guy.
Alright, well, good luck, and if there is trouble up there and you don't deal with it, just let us know, please. We're probably coming back this way anyway to teleport through our sink or something.
Yes, if you hear screaming, it means we haven't dealt with the problem.
Okay, I mean, it's several miles out of town, like almost half a day's journey.
She
really
can
loud.
scream very loudly.
Fair enough, good to know.
I have a very loud flute as well, and she pulls out the flute that is like under the constant effect of thaumaturgy, and she starts playing it.
Everyone like
Old
holds their
windows
ears.
break.
Yeah. Alright, so after that, do you guys take off?
Yep.
Yeah, so you guys finish your drink, you have a little chill, you all dry off nicely. Some of the villagers make some idle conversation like, so, where are you from? Vasselheim, holy shit. That kind of thing, basically. It's like, oh, that's a long way away, that's very high level. And eventually you guys take off on your way. So it's about a day-ish travel away. To this
I wave
place.
at the little level 2 adventures. I'm like, bye guys. Have fun on your
Good
adventure.
It's like, we'll be fine. It's only goblins. Goblins never take out low-level parties.
I mean,
On a scale of 1 to 20, how good would you say you guys are?
Well, I would say a 20. But you would say a 2.
You want to come with us? They're level
No,
20 guys.
They're not coming with you. Right, yeah. So they head off. You guys head off. They head off to face off against the goblin war boss and one day save the universe from an evil kraken. But that's a different story for a different day.
yeah, they still haven't noticed the sign written on every one of their backs.
Maybe not yet. Well, actually, what did I say? There's a cleric. The cleric notices. He has a good passive perception. Unless you deliberately hit it with your 31 sleight of hand check, in which case they won't notice it until one of them reaches like level 16.
No, literally the sleight of hand was to like staple it to their backs without them noticing.
Yeah. Cool.
There's
You
staples
guys-
in them.
Yeah,
Stay
it hurts.
into their spine.
It hurts. Alright, so you guys all head off, trotting along, making your way through the kind of nice pastoral land around you. A lot of rolling hills, very pretty, especially compared to the deep, dark wilderness you're used to around Vasselheim. It's much more like walking through a nice part of England as opposed to walking through deepest, darkest jungle.
Man, I should have brought Percy with me. She would have loved this.
We cut to Percy holding down a wyvern and ripping out its throat and going, blood! Before we return here. So as you're walking along, who has the highest passive perception?
Gwyn, I think.
19?
Yeah, I've probably got the highest then. Mine's 21.
Alright, I would say Val and Gwyn, if you would both notice this with your very high passive perceptions. You notice, as you're walking along, off in a little copse of trees, where there's a little, like, hill, you can see what looks like a statue, kind of just away from the road a little bit in the trees. Stands out to you a little bit, because you've not really seen any anything along the roads apart from the occasional, like, low wall to keep in livestock.
Do we check it out or?
Yeah.
Wait, what is it? A bunch of
Investigate?
livestock?
No, there seems to be a statue.
statue.
Hidden in some trees behind some brush.
It's worth
Gwyneth and
having a
Val
look.
probably knows it because they're so very perceptive.
Sure.
Yeah, I feel like we'd point it out.
All right, so you head past into this kind of copse of trees, past this strawberry, and you can see the statue is actually next to a small cave, a sort of hole into the ground. It's quite dark. The statue's fairly small and squat. It looks kind of like a gargoyle, kind of there. It has two small, like, nubby horns, kind of blank eyes, and then like a big gaping circular open maw. Kind of just open and wide in this kind of expression of screaming. And you
Hey,
can
Val.
you also then see
Data lick it.
you dare value. And you can also see there's some writing written on a plaque that is attached to the thing.
What does it say?
Yeah, what's it say?
It appears to be written in a language not of common. What languages do everyone speak? Oh, Eyes of the Runekeeper. You can read it fine then. I think Abyss. It is an Infernal, so a couple of you can read it. It reads.
Everyone can read it.
Yeah, I think we all have Infernal.
Yeah. Wow.
wow.
Everyone here likes
It's
talking to
like,
devils. Yeah, you look at it and it reads. Dare ye not enter this cave, lest you bring the anger and ire of a Sessarak.
Wait, this is the entrance to the cave, and then look into the mouth.
No, there's a cave like behind the statue. Although the mouth is very like wide and open and dark.
Ugh.
So this is where that fuckhead hides.
Who?
The Dream Demon.
Oh. I mean, I only remember I Kiss Your Girl because he's a funny name, but other than that, I don't really
So
remember.
you say Dream Demon, it just makes you think of Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, this is where Freddy Krueger hides.
Do we have any reason to investigate this cave?
No, but take
Completionism?
notes. Make sure, we know where it is, because I wouldn't mind coming back and shoving a couple of arrows up that dude's ass.
Yeah, I mean the answer to your quick wish is to make notes where it is. It's on a separate continent, in a bumfuck nowhere village, many, like several thousand miles away from where you normally are.
It's well if you want to look at it.
But
It's basically like going to Stonehenge and then being like, yeah, I'll check that out when I get here next time. And you're like, you're never going to go there again because you already went there.
It's probably now or never. If you want to have a look, we can have a look.
Yes. Doesn't look like anyone's in. Let's carry on.
Yep.
Alright, so you guys just carry on?
Yep.
Alright. You turn and you leave the sort of weird, like, open mouth thing and you head off.
Wait, what did it say again? The Wrath? No?
Do
The
not
wrath
enter
of
here,
a
blah blah blah,
Sessarak.
or you will face the wrath of a Sessarak.
Sorry.
Okay.
And then there's
Then
a
we
whole bunch
didn't
of like
enter,
poetic
so yay.
imagery about how he brings death to all, and the seas will dry up, and he will melt the flesh from the bones of the living. Goes on for a bit.
Turns out that's actually where he keeps his factory. It's just
Compensating
buried in a cave in bumfuck nowhere.
It'd be an interesting idea. I'll just put it in this hole. It'll be fine. All right, go. So you guys keep going on for a little bit, and yeah, you wander along the road for a while. And again, I think this time Silver sees it, because while Gwyneth and Val have a higher passive perception, this is something Silver would notice more obviously. There is sitting on like a rock beside the road as you're walking along. You see a very beautiful pick, like a lute pick or a guitar pick. It's kind of a jade color, and it's just sitting there on one of the stools, kind of in a nice shaded spot from the road.
Wait, guys, what's this? And I walk over to it. And I don't touch it, but I go down on my knees and my face is like a few inches away from it and I'm just staring at it.
Okay, so as you're looking down at this pick and you get close, you see it starts to like shake a little bit, and it flies from the stool and hits straight into the horn of blasting that you brought with you. It disconnects. The horn of blasting rips itself free from your body and begins to float in the air. Magical energy crackling out of everything around it.
What the heck?
There is a
I just
burst.
back up a few paces in case it's gonna explode.
It's a fair thing.
Yeah.
There is a burst of energy, crackling of lightning and fire, and then shining before you shines a shiny demon in the middle of the road.
A shiny what?
Shiny!
A shiny
A
demon.
shiny demon?
Yep, this towering demon with
What's a demon?
A
a
demon.
demon. You know,
Oh,
a devil. Well, not a devil, a chaotic devil.
I heard demon. I was like diamond, but with a D.
No, demon. A demon.
No, like devils and
Yeah, devils and
all that
demons.
crap.
This guy.
Yeah. And he's in the middle of the road, shines this shiny demon. And he looks down at you and goes, "Finally, I am complete!"
What do you mean?
I think you're missing a leg and a horn, buddy.
Yeah.
Looks down at you and goes, and looks down at you and goes, "Now, play me the best song in the world, or I'll eat your soul."
Damn it. Not this again.
What if
Last
I
time
don't
it
have
went
a
wrong
soul, though?
and I lost and now we're gonna do this shit again. I don't want to.
And then his music starts playing.
Okay, I'm gonna start a counter charm.
I mean, he's making no attempt to charm you. He just stands there towering above you.
Just place a foot at the back of the bar and just push her forward.
It's like,
Do we wanna- like, I'm pretty sure we can take this guy.
I mean,
Into this in ages.
he's gonna try to kill us anyway if I don't perform well, so I might as well try to perform first. Right?
do you challenge
want
me
to.
to a rock off me?
Oh no, you
immortal?
challenged me to a rock off, my friend. I get to make the demands.
Is this Georgia?
Does no one here, apart from Marcus, ever listen to Tenacious D tribute? Am I just old? Am I old now? Is this
no,
what's
I
happening?
No, I've
It's
listened
like-
to it. I was making a reference to another old song about a music duel with the devil.
Ah, okay.
Oh, you talking about the devil went down to Jamaica, whatever it is, or Georgia.
No, the devil went to Georgia. That's
No,
what I
there
asked.
was there
if
is
this
there is devil
Georgia.
went the devil went down to Jamaica is another song. I think that was a piss take by Weird Al, maybe.
Possibly.
Anyway.
But yeah, so yeah, this demon like looks at you and goes, "Does one of you want to face me in a rock off challenge?"
No.
What?
I mean,
Well, that's
you're-
alright, I'll just
you're
go and
out-
start
you're-
destroying everything.
Andy,
You're out.
you've got
I mean,
to
would a rock
see
off
this
prevent
guy
you
in
from
a rock-
destroying everything?
Well, I'm free now.
And if I win the rock off, what happens?
Name your terms. I cannot deny a rock off challenge. Demon
I
code
come out in a
prevents me.
huddle. I'm like, what are we gonna do, guys?
Ask him to pay our rent.
We don't pay rent.
Asking for the 10,000 gold that we gave to the devil of avarice.
How about I just tell him to die if he loses?
That works.
And give us
It's kind of
10,000
boring,
gold.
but
But if I lose, he's gonna kill me.
Die in the most melodramatic and spectacular way you possibly can.
What?
Tell him he has to die in the most spectacular and melodramatic way he possibly can.
Yes, but if I lose, then he's gonna kill me.
He'll kill us all.
If-
You must
yeah, if-
win.
If you lose, we get to kill him. It's a win-win. It's
No,
fine.
no. If he loses, he's got to go back from whence he came and leave us. Oh, I don't know. Something wonderful.
Okay, but what if I lose?
You won't lose, man.
have you seen your performance or?
Yes, but I could roll natural 1 and get a 16.
He yells at you, "If you lose, then I will take Albert to hell to be my little bitch."
Oh, we can go to hell and get him back. Yeah, sure, I accept your challenge.
Or the abyss, whatever.
I was gonna say, we can go to hell and get him back. That's not a problem.
Wait, Albert.
Albert apparently.
I'm trying to find the gif of Kyle going, "He's gonna rape me if we do not blow doors down." But it doesn't seem to exist.
I wonder why.
Alright.
Do you accept my rock off? Do we set the terms?
What happens if you lose?
I get to set my terms. I was gonna say that, Val. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Wow,
Oh, thank you.
what's your
I was gonna
catch?
forget. I mean, if
Make
I
it good
win,
terms. It's not like you're gonna lose.
I want you to die in the most spectacular way possible, and for your soul to be lost forever. And you're gonna give us 10,000 gold.
I don't have 10,000 gold, but you can keep the horn of blasting.
And that's one use anyway. I'll take 10d6 lightning damage.
That's my offer. I don't have 10,000 gold. I'm pretty broke. The Foo Fighters aren't as popular as they used to be.
Okay, what can you offer us if I win?
A horn of blasting.
Okay, but then I want the Horn of Blasting to not have one use left.
Yeah, we'll see how well you do.
Okay, is everyone else readying weapons just in case, or are you all just standing there like, "Woo, no, you can do it"?
I'm
No,
kicking back on
Neville, you gotta stick to it.
kicking back
Well,
on a
you
tree
guys-
stump.
You've got this, Gwyneth.
Well,
I'm
you
not worried.
guys,
Gwyneth.
well, you guys have been
Oh, yeah.
talking.
The other one.
That was such an Albert thing to say.
I'm so tired.
While this is all going on, Gwyneth put her hood up and found the nearest bush.
Yeah.
Just like, nope.
Just keep going back against the tree stump.
All right.
Interesting.
Well, let me go first. Check this riff. It's fucking tasty. And he starts playing. So
Please, that one.
that would be nice. Right. Have it here. Bloop. So he brings out like an electric guitar and starts playing. And does a badass riff on his guitar. It's a 19, even if it was a bad roll. And does it. Plays a big long like electric guitar session. Dances around. Kicks up his hoofed feet. Flames burst out around him. He's like, yeah, beat that.
I need to roll 4 or higher, guys. How am I going to do this?
Give the guy a plus 12 and still doesn't. I mean, you know. Oh, it's a tie. So all around you, what do you play to offset this like devil guitar? That he's
I played
playing?
the ridiculously loud flute.
All right, so you're playing your ridiculously loud flute. He's playing the guitar. Around you, rocks start cracking and floating in the air. It becomes kind of like a Dragon Ball Z power-up moment. Energy is glowing all around you.
Does it include screaming for 20 minutes straight?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Yeah, it's part of the music. And he goes, yeah, he's just playing away, blasting his guitar, and goes, "You can't defeat me. I rock too hard, for I am not a mortal man." And plays another riff. Only getting an 18 this time. He's out of practice. 27. It's like, what? I don't understand. How could you play such wonderful music? Are you angels?
I'm a bard, bitch.
Oh, fuck. A bard! No! And he just explodes.
Should have really realized that by the harp, the cistern, the flute, the horn of blasting, you know.
Yeah. So that this like terrible devil explodes into fire.
Also, his soul is to be lost forever, because that was part of the deal.
Yeah, maybe. He just explodes, disappears, and this horn lands in the ground in front of you.
Is the guitar pick still there, though?
The guitar pick is part of the horn. It's like the tip of the horn.
What?
It was part of the horn.
Okay.
I'm with you now, kind of.
Yeah.
I was
It
going to
makes
return
no
the
sense
guitar
for
pick
a
to the
guitar.
guy in the bar, but...
And the Horn of Blasting now has 4 uses that you can get out of it.
Nice. I mean, doesn't it have unlimited uses but a 20% chance of blowing up?
I'm altering it slightly, so I'm not just giving you a very rare item like for a relatively short contract.
Does it just have like a little ticker counter that just goes up to 4 on the side of it?
Pretty much. I think just every time you use it, like its structural integrity cracks a little bit. The last time you use it, it will just break. It won't like explode like it does.
I was gonna say a 10d6 fire damage. I was already thinking of ways of tricking the Dao into blowing the horn. You know. Okay, yeah, sure. 4 uses.
Yeah,
nice.
So there's a 4-use Horn of Blasting. It still has the 20% chance of exploding, but if it gets to those 4 uses used up, it will just like crumble away into ash.
All right.
And yeah, make sure you keep track of that. Yeah, the creature has gone back to hell from whence it came. Soul hopefully destroyed, or at least like thrown further down the totem pole of evil. And it's a nice clear day again. The Baylor is gone.
Baylor? What?
What did you think it was?
I don't know. I didn't know it was a Baylor.
It's never a dull day in this organization, isn't it?
What is a Baylor?
A Balrog, basically.
A what?
Balrog? What are the rings? Never mind. It's a big demon thing that fucks your shit up. Or devil, whatever.
About as bad as a demon can get before you get to demon princes.
Yeah. We killed a couple.
With that, it appears as if.
Ooh, we killed a Baylor. We get all the experience. We can go home, guys.
Yeah, you totally do. That's totally how it works.
So I got a new level for rolling a 12 today. It's so cool. Okay,
you guys continue on.
I pick up the horn.
All right. You head off after playing the greatest and best song in the world, and make your way.
I played the best song when I had a 43 on my performance. So
Jesus Christ, a 43.
I had a 43. I had guidance. I had bardic inspiration from Sophia.
I mean, to be honest, that guy's plus was close to your plus. He had a plus 12.
I rolled a 19, and then it's like plus 12, plus bardic inspiration, plus guidance. I had a 43. It was magical.
Yeah, that was a good day.
Silver, I just propose, given the potential dangers of using that horn, maybe it should go to someone who could take a lot of fire damage.
Oh, I was just gonna get Claudia to blow it.
I don't think your familiar can blow the blasting.
It's about the same size as Claudia.
It's a nice try.
Actually, probably a little bit bigger than Claudia. It's like a big hunting horn. But a nice idea.
Okay, sure, here you go, Albert. And I give the horn to Albert.
I was going to say maybe someone who, is used to fire.
Doesn't it deal lightning damage, though?
No, it deals fire damage if it explodes. It deals thunder damage to the opponent, but if it explodes, it deals fire damage to the blower.
I actually don't know how much. Okay. Just saying, I don't actually know how much your characters would know about a Horn of Blasting.
Oh, can I make an Arcana check or like a?
I'm just saying you're like reading off the note card here of an item without ever using an identify spell. That's super meta.
I mean, would I know because I have vast knowledge of music?
No.
Because
it's not used by musicians because it's a weapon. Well, with a history of that, you would know that these items do occasionally explode.
Do I know that they explode into fire?
You would just know, the wording you would have heard is they occasionally explode.
Here, Olive, it might explode. That seems like something that would fit you. Bro, magic page, bro.
Whatever, I don't expect. Whatever, fine, thank you. Sling it in a backpack.
Yeah, so you give it to Olive slings his backpack. And you guys continue on, eventually making
I really wanted that guitar pick, though, and then I just go pout and walk.
Give people a free Horn of Blasting for a silly comedy bit, and they bitch about not getting the guitar pick. Fine, I just won't give out shit in the future. I'll go back to my old way of doing things. Right, you guys continue on for a time, and eventually you see that there is kind of a hill going up, rocky cliffs, and it looks like there's a camp at the top of these rocky cliffs and hills. And I'll bring you over to a new map.
Ooh.
So.
Ah, looks like it's night.
No, it's just dynamic lighting, I think.
Oh yeah.
Dynamic lighting. So whoop, you're over here. This is you at the bottom here, and yeah, you can see there's some stuff built up on the top of this. Yeah, on the top of this cliff. It looks like that you've reached the mining camp.
What is that?
That's the sun. Up there.
That's the sun.
Here comes the sun.
Tagged sun token. Okay, well, shall we get to it?
Oh, very well.
All right. Before we go and head on up, I'm going to take a quick break so I can go make myself a cup of coffee because I'm flagging a little bit.
Mood.
Gaffy.
Yes, I know. Taking a break in another contract. What a bastard. Right. So if everyone wants to take a quick 5-minute break, grab some stuff, and come back.
Cool.